Yo, it's your boy Luke Lee, aka LX2. Alright, now in this video, what I want to talk about is why I believe that a reduced carb diet is better than a low or a no carb diet. I've learned this from personal experience. There's multiple reasons. One of the reasons is because you don't realize how much stuff got carbohydrates in it. And for a lot of people, when you try to go on a low carb diet and you realize what actually has carbs and what doesn't, when you start actually looking at labels, you get fucking surprised. When you start looking at, labels for some of the fruit you eat, some of the juice, all that stuff, you will get fucking stressed out. You'll become insane. I guarantee most people trying that will become insane. Another reason is because what I learned personally is that carbs is responsible for most of your energy. You get a lot of your energy from carbohydrates. I once was talking to this bodybuilder when I was much younger at the gym. He was a competitive bodybuilder, and he was talking about how important carbs was. He was saying, if I don't have any carbs, if I just don't eat any carbs, he said I can barely walk from one side of the room to another at his home. And I thought he was exaggerating. So I caught myself doing a low carb / no carb diet. 2 days, I felt a little more tired, but I wasn't too bad. On day 3, I was fucking like this. I could barely I felt like I hadn't slept. I slept for like 8 hours that night. I felt like I didn't sleep at all. I'm at work like I can barely even stay awake. I can barely move. My sister told me one time when she caught herself doing the low carb thing, she was at the gym and she was on a treadmill. So, point is that carbs give you energy. So if you go low or no carbs, you're gonna be struggling. A reduced carb diet is fine, just reducing your carb, but going too low, that's when energy problem starts happening. Now, if you are gonna go on a low or reduce, I recommend you do not do that 7 days a week. I'm sorry, not a reduce, but if you go on a low or a no carb, don't do it 7 days a week. I recommend 2 days on, 1 day off. So, 2 days you go low carb, no carb, whatever. And then the third day, eat some carbs. Eat a lot of carbs. And then next 2 days, do it and just repeat. If you want to be consistent with a low, but I do not recommend doing that full time. And then the third reason why I don't recommend low carb and no carb diets, this is mostly for culture of women who are looking to lose weight. One problem that I see constantly in women is that women are trying to find the easiest diet that's going to work for them. And a lot of times, it's not a very good diet. And what a lot of women do, and every time I hear a woman tell me about this, I try to talk them out of it, is they convince themselves that the reason why they're overweight or why they have weight problems is because they eat carbs. So what they do is they say, I'm not going to eat any more carbs. Problem is, if they're eating all kinds of other junk and unhealthy stuff, chicken, fried chicken, and things like that, or fried foods, and putting all kinds of unhealthy stuff on vegetables, cooking stuff in grease. Sometimes they'll still do that, putting a bunch of butter and cheese on top of broccoli. I heard a woman say something like that, just eat some broccoli, eat some chicken and some broccoli, put some butter and cheese on top. Butter and a bunch of cheese on top of broccoli is not really a diet when it comes to eating vegetables. So some people try to get like take easy ways out. You know, I'm not eating carb for a month, but then you see like other stuff they're eating, and it's like, why are you not eating carb? Well, I'm trying to lose weight. It doesn't look like you're trying to lose weight because you're eating all kinds of high fattening stuff. You know, they'll go to a fast food place, get a cheeseburger, and just ask for no bun. It's still a fast food cheeseburger. So, to my opinion, you know, the reduced carb diet is better than a low or a no carb diet, because there's, you know, energy, because you want to, you know, get all your energy. You don't want to be walking around like this, you know, a walking zombie. And then the other issue is you don't want to be shortcutting yourself. So if anyone ever tells you that the only reason that you're overweight, or the only problem being overweight, or the only thing that'll make you fat is carbs, and they convince you that that is it, know that that person is fucking lying. That is a myth that people use. Reducing your carbs is a good way to help with losing weight, but if you're eating healthy carbs, it doesn't matter. Like if you're eating when it comes to carbs, here's a way of making sure the carbs are good. One of the things is most good carbs, if not all contain fiber. So a lot of times if you see like white bread, ain't no fiber in it. But if you see wheat bread, whole wheat, or, you know, lots of other, you know, healthier types of bread, or even wheat bagels, things like that, they're pretty high in fiber. Also oatmeal. Oatmeal is pretty high in fiber. So, you know, whole grains, whole wheat, things like that. Of course, if you got some sort of gluten allergies or something, you know, it might be a problem. You know, you can do brown rice. So, you know, good carbs, you know, are fine as long as you have a well-balanced diet. So if your overall diet's great, then, you know, you can still eat carbs. Hope that was good advice. Luke Lee, peace out.